Definitely the business cycle will play out. Definitely assets will get affected by it. Definitely your pocket will be affected by it. And it will definitely play out in the end. That's all there is to say. In the end, the rest of it is your issue with time horizon. Everything else is here. It's all in play. It's exactly as it should be. And okay, when banana, the most ridiculous, stupid, what's the word? Dim-witted ninny question of all time is when banana. And I've showed you this chart for 2 fucking years, but you don't pay attention. Altcoins are driven by ISM because it's driven by the risk curve, which means when people have more earnings, they go further out the risk curve and then altcoins go. ISM is going higher. Altcoins, a percentage of Bitcoin total market cap, will go higher. Bitcoin dominance will go lower. And that will be altcoin season.
Raoul Pal believes macro trends like rising liquidity and falling yields continue to support crypto's upward path. He sees more upside for Bitcoin in the current cycle. He expects altcoins to follow once Bitcoin dominance drops, as seen in past market patterns. This shift could signal the start of broader gains across the crypto space. Pal calls this the banana zone, a phase of explosive growth, and advises staying patient and focused on the long term.
Okay. Global M2, then, now, same. Bitcoin, then, now, same. When banana, same. Keeps showing the banana. We started in the banana in September last year. We've given the phase of the banana, but nobody listens because they want to cherry pick everything on Twitter. It's very frustrating. I'm trying to help everybody. And yes, most tokens will go up, will come into the alt season in a sec. The most copied chart on the planet. This is what you all want to see. This is not updated from today's price action. So basically, we started up ticking. So when you say when banana, it's like, how much more can I help you? We told you here that this was the low. We said here it was going to correct. We said here this was the low. We doubled up everything, all our positions, because it's the same for NASDAQ. We bought call options in Robinhood, Tesla, Coinbase. We added SUI. We added everything. And that was obviously all in Real Vision Pro. You don't sign up for that. I can't help you. We do give it all to you. But on Twitter, I try and give as much away as possible to help as many people. Here it is. Is this going to be perfect, or is it going to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this? Yes, it'll do the latter. Like it did this, almost perfect, then this wasn't perfect, and then this. Is it going up to the right? Yes. Is it likely to fall apart with a 90% correlation going on? No. So it'll be okay. Will it deviate? Will it fail over time? Yes. Will we give you other things that matter? Yes, this matters the most right now. Global M2 year on year versus Bitcoin goes back a long period of time. It's stupid correlated. Global M2's ripping higher. Bitcoin should rip higher. Can't help you more than that. V-shaped recovery in equities continues. We called this. We said, hey, it looks just like 1998. I was at Goldman at 1998. I lived and breathed this thing. It fucking ripped higher forever and went into a huge bubble. We're not saying, oh my God, it's going to be a bubble. What we're saying is correlation's 97%. It's like one of those events that doesn't matter to the stock market that drove the stock market lower. And now we're going to recover. And we should broadly follow this pattern for a while, and then we won't. Okay. And then we won't. But it will follow the M2 pattern, and then we won't. But it will follow global total liquidity ongoing. The debasement of currency is the driver of everything. You've got to understand that. So there we go. People are still short bloody stock markets. I don't get it. Everyone's so cynical. It's like this is the easiest trade in the world. This whole thing, this whole setup from the low has been literally one of the easiest trades in the world. You'll say, oh my God, it's not easy. Can't you see? Because you've chosen the wrong things. It's been an easy trade. Basically, you could have owned Solana and a few tech stocks, which was basically my thesis. You've been fine. Now, not saying I'm infallible. I still own Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish, and which I still like and haven't sold any of it. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I don't care. It's a small allocation because I wanted fun and stuff. But overall, People are still cynical about what is going on because they're confusing their own political views, everything else, with what the driver is. 97% of the NASDAQ returns are all debasement of currency. 97%. That's the R squared. And yet you can posture all day about all your bullshit and you're wrong. 97% is that. And so then it becomes down to which stock do you choose to best represent that to outperform it. And that's when we use relative charts and stuff like that. Okay. Business conditions starting to grow. Everyone got bearish because of Trump and then come back and it's all okay, which we said it would be. And then blah, 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 more, it's all okay. The Citibank Economic Surprises Index basically follows the dollar because that's where sales ebb and flow. That's the flow of the global economy. And the dollar weakened massively. And hey, what? Economies are going to do better, which is why Scott Bessent wants a weaker dollar. So does Donald Trump. So does everybody, because it works. It drives the global economy, because 87% of world trade is in dollars. Okay, ISM. ISM, the business cycle, super important. My whole framework built from the business cycle. I'm now actually more macro, longer term, but it gives you where you are. It's very important. Okay, the ISM has been for an extended period of time below 50, up and down. It's been dragging higher, but it's been slow. It's been slow because the dollar was high and rates have been high. Rates will come lower because Trump will force them lower. And the dollar is already falling fast. I mean, I think the DXY gets to somewhere between 92 and 90. Let's see. But we're starting to see the S&P version of the ISM starting to break higher. And we'll see the ISM come up. Okay, great. So the business cycle goes up. Here's the amalgamation of the two. Business cycle is slowly rising. Why does it matter? Because the business cycle is how you all feel, how your businesses feel. It's driven by the business cycle. Am I creating excess earnings? Am I growing? Most of the economy is not growing. Some parts are growing. GDP is growing from different reasons. But really, the average median business in America, median person's income, ain't changing right now. If you're running a restaurant or a shop or a services business, is it really happening for you right now? No. Is it okay? Just about. But your interest rates are high. So when interest rates come down, what we'll find is economic activity picks up, and then suddenly speculative activity picks up, and that changes the structure of market. It has always been so. The history of markets, I've got ISM and the Treasury survey before that, going back to about 1880. It's always been the same. Market returns are driven by the business cycle. So as the business cycle goes up,
Raoul Pal says rising liquidity and falling yields are bullish for crypto. He sees more upside for Bitcoin and expects altcoins to rally once dominance fade, calling this the banana zone. He urges patience and long-term focus.
which is meaning for us easing. And that means ISM, it leads ISM by 9 months. ISM is going to go higher sharply. Financial conditions, because of the dollar's starting to break down again. That will lead financial conditions to the next leg. Okay, this is interesting stuff because it also drives crypto and tells us how long the cycle is going to last. I'm not going to give away everything here, but we'll talk about some of that. ISM and crypto. Okay, so this confusing chart, you're spinning, getting your head around this. What the hell's going on here? There's a bunch of colors and things going up and down. Basically, here is every time the ISM peaks in purple. Okay, but what's all this shit? This is the ISM in this teal color. So it peaked. What happens to the market? Well, when the ISM peaks, eventually the recovery is when it comes across 50. When it comes across 50, confirmed, that's when markets get big moves. We haven't got there yet. So the big move part, the global business cycle, and there's going to be a bunch of you going, well, it's never going to happen. Trump tariffs. Can't you see there's wars everywhere? It will happen because all of the forward-looking indicators, the financial conditions that actually drive things, as opposed to your opinion, which drives nothing at all, will happen. Oh, that cheese is good. Sorry, all of this is good. So I keep doing the, fuck me, that's good. Rolling of eyes, right? This is so good. Generally, no, not generally, definitely the business cycle will play out. Definitely assets will get affected by it. Definitely your pocket will be affected by it. And it will definitely play out in the end. That's all there is to say. In the end. The rest of it is your issue with time horizon, or my issue with time horizon, or whatever it is. Everything else is here. It's all in play. It's exactly as it should be. And okay, when banana, the most ridiculous, stupid, what's the word? Dim-witted ninny question of all time is when banana. And I've showed you this chart for 2 fucking years, but you don't pay attention. Altcoins are driven by ISM because it's driven by the risk curve, which means when people have more earnings, they go further out the risk curve, and then altcoins go. ISM is going higher. Altcoins, as a percentage of Bitcoin total market cap, will go higher. Bitcoin dominance will go lower. And that will be altcoin season. All of the people saying there's going to be an altcoin season don't fucking understand. Will there be an altcoin season in your token? No. Well, there might be. You can lower that entire risk by saying, could I own Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana? Will that work? Of course it'll work. And then you hear, oh, Ethereum, it's a piece of shit. Fucking morons. I've told you the financial system is going to be built on it. It'll do fine. Will it be the best performing token? I don't know. I don't care. It's okay. Ethereum's amazing. Solana, incredible. Sui, amazing. Don't worry about it. These great layer ones, they'll do fine. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Bitcoin, here's the chart. This is cup and handle, back down, corrected it. Okay, great. That's the weekly chart. When I get to the daily chart, it's exactly the same pattern, but in short time horizons. Let's go back. This bit, up, test, down, up, down, blah, blah, blah. Up, down, oh, weird. Okay, it's the same. What happens? Over time, it goes up. Go back to this chart, because now you're like, you've forgotten this because you guys are nervous Nellies who don't really understand. You're just like scared you're going to lose money and Raoul's wrong. Oh yeah, that says the same thing. It kind of goes up. There was a chart. It was the up, a little bit of down, a little bit of up. Are we breaking higher today? Probably. Ethereum, great chart. It's an amazing chart. So we've done like 1, 2, 3, 4 top tests here too. We probably come up here, pull back, break.
Raoul Pal says macro trends like rising liquidity and falling yields support more crypto growth. He believes Bitcoin still has room to rise and expects altcoins to rally once dominance fade. He calls this the banana zone and urges investors to stay patient and focused on the long term. Are altcoins gearing up for a run? How do you stay patient in slow markets? Share your thoughts in the comments.